Alright, welcome back everybody to this stream. As always, check the audio, make sure it's working properly.
Alright, well.
Jesus. Sounds alright, I think. Yeah. Sounding pretty good. Alright, let's get started here. Alright, but yeah, welcome back everybody. We're back to play some Elden Ring. I, off camera, did a little bit of farming here. Because I don't think anybody wants to watch me do the bird farm for like 10 minutes straight. But anyways, let's see, what level am I at here? I leveled up a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Yeah, I'm at 61, which I feel like is more than enough for right now. I mean, it's definitely, you'll definitely want to get more leveled up as the game progresses, but I guess I don't want to screw myself out of the online aspects of this game because, like I said before, the matchmaking takes into account your level and your highest upgraded weapon, which if those two are way out of whack, which can easily happen by doing something like this, your online capabilities when it comes to matchmaking in this game is going to be pretty restricted. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to dumb it down quite a bit, but yeah, anyways, good my levels at here. I try to go for most of the soft caps, which by the way, I should probably go more in depth about the soft caps. So from my understanding, from what I remember, I think it was Vigor was 40. That's the first soft cap. And then I think there's a second one at 60. And what I mean by soft cap is, I've kind of dabbled on this before in some other Souls games, but soft caps are basically your yield of return being diminished as you level these up. So like, when you first start leveling up, you'll get high yield back for like say for example, endurance. You'll be getting quite a bit back for max equip load, stamina, and, you know, everything for defensive power and body on the right side there. But as the game goes on, and you level it up more, eventually you're going to be getting down to the wire with it, I guess, so to speak. You won't be getting as much ROI, I guess. It's kind of crazy how you use the word ROI for something like this, but yeah, your return on the investment into this stat will not be as much as it once was. So, but yeah, anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Soft caps for Vigor are 40/60, I believe. You know, I'm just gonna look this up actually, because I don't remember what Mind was. I never really gave a shit about Mind. Here we go. Okay, so Mind is the first soft. That's insane. The first soft cap for Mind is at 55, level 55, and the second one is at 60. Endurance is a bit different. It's kind of complicated a little bit more. Endurance, its first soft cap is at 25 for equip load, and then 60 for equip load. But then you also can take into account the stamina. So that's a little bit different. You'll actually get more stamina for a while as opposed to the equip load. So the equip load is 25 to 60. So just keep in mind 25/60. So I've already hit the first soft cap when it comes to equip load, but for stamina I have not even come close. The stamina is at 50 for the soft cap. Strength is another one. That's, I mean, it's not as complex, but it's got multiple. So strength is 20 for the first soft cap. Then it's 55 for the second soft cap. And then it is at 80 for the third soft cap. Or I shouldn't say soft cap, I should say hard cap. But after that, you're not going to be getting much back at all. Dex goes from 20 to 55 to 80. So I have not even reached the first soft cap for Dex. These ones I don't really spend too much time into, but they are important for different builds depending on what you go for. Intelligence is 20 for the first soft cap, 50 for the second soft cap, 80 for the third soft cap. And then it has a soft cap at 60 for sorcery scaling and 80 for sorcery scaling. So kind of like what scales with your sorcery, like your intelligence. Oh, wow, I've got some still sitting here that I can use. Faith is at 20, 50, 80, and then the incantation scaling on that is, the soft caps are 60 and then 80. And then Arcane is 20, then 50, then 80. And then, as well as the incantation scaling, if you take into account that, its soft caps are at 30 and then 45. So hopefully that makes sense. I know that's quite of a bit. It's kind of complicated. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to dumb down. But it'll make sense as you play the game, and you'll kind of figure it out. Regardless, though, yeah, I usually just focus on strength, endurance, mind. No, not even mind. I focus on vigor, endurance, strength, and sometimes dex. Maybe occasionally mind when I get to the later half of the game. And then also in the later half of the game, I'll start focusing more on faith or arcane, depending on my build. I might do that in this build, maybe. I don't know. But intelligence, I don't give a fuck about that. But to be honest, intelligence might be something you want to invest in when it comes to, you know, sorceries or mage builds and stuff like that. There's also a pretty solid strength-based weapon, or I should say it's like a strength and intelligence-based weapon, which would be the Moonlight Greatsword in this game. Which is, it's definitely, you definitely have to work for it and know what you're doing when it comes to the quest lines. It's, part of Blythe's quest line, actually. So, I guess I will... I guess I'll do that. I'll, level it up to Vigor. Whatever, I don't know. I don't want to start regretting it too much, so let's level it up and get out of here. Alright, so... there's multiple different things I want to do here. I think I should open up Caelid just a little bit more. I guess another thing, too, I should show to kind of make things a little bit, easier, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on your definition of easy. So if you open up the map, and I don't remember this in the first playthrough of the game that I had, but it must be something that they updated. But you could click triangle, and you could actually get a list of the location of where your graces are at. Which is also, I don't know, it's pretty cool, but... I mean, you could simply just hover over these things and kind of figure out where they're at, but... it does kind of help. They kind of tell you, like, the exact name of the location. I guess that makes sense. So, like, this is in Larunia of the Lakes, and... yeah, I mean, most people probably understand that just by looking right here. Or, like, right here. But I guess it's more specific on the location. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, though. What else? Where is... summoning pool list? Oh. Oh, shit. I've definitely been forgetting to use those summoning pools. You actually have to activate them in order for your summon sign to get tossed into that pool. Which I have definitely been neglecting, because the only one I have is right there. I am trying to figure out how to... maybe I just can't see it yet. Okay. Well, there's a couple things I want to do. First off, I want to go back here. Kind of talk about the Colosseum how they work. I've kind of neglected some of this stuff because I'm more excited on just going to a boss right away and stuff. There's definitely a lot of planning you want to do with this game. Alright, we're gonna go more left here through the woods. Where is the front door? Okay, here we go. Now, I will say, if you're not playing on the fully updated version of this game, and you're playing on, like, the day one patch, which I don't know why you would be, but you probably wouldn't care about this anyways if you are. This is all online aspects, but if you are playing on the day one patch, this will not be an option for you. But if you're playing on the most updated recent version of the game, or at least in the past year of updates, this will be, you'll be able to open this. So go ahead and open it. And here we go. This is the Limgrave Coliseum. And this is where you can get a little bit more specific and fair fights in the game, if you're looking for that. I close that. So yeah, Limgrave's Coliseum is a little bit limited for a couple different reasons. You cannot use Spirit Ashes on this one. You can do Combat Ordeal or United Combat. You can do 2, 4, 6, or any. So you got a set of 2 there. I think if you switch it to United Combat... Oh no, it's the same. Never mind. But yeah, Combat Ordeal. Yeah. There's a lot to this. Combat Ordeal, I believe, is just kind of a one-on-one duel, whereas United Combat is usually... why would you have United Combat with 2 combatants? That just doesn't make sense to me. United Combat... Oh, actually, let me just make sure here. Menu explanation. No. No. I don't know, I used to use this quite a bit, but I feel like, yeah, Combat Ordeal is just kind of a more, like, free-for-all style. United Combat is kind of team style. Can't use the Spirit Ashes. You can use Coliseum Passwords if you want to play with your friends specifically. Otherwise, you could just leave that blank and you'll be summoned into anybody that is searching on the game. Can't do any restrictions, no desired team on this one, and that's it. We're not going to enter combat because I don't want to do that. And yeah, it kind of shows it right here. I don't really want to show it off again because I already did, but right next to, so if you go back to the round table hold, it'll be right next to the fireplace there is this statue. You go up to it and then you can activate this Coliseum as well as any other Coliseums you find in the game from that location. Makes it a lot more streamlined, easier to get into matches that way, so they did a really good job on that. I would definitely say it's a good idea to get all of the Coliseums unlocked. So there's one Coliseum right there. The other one is the Caelid Coliseum, which I believe is right over here. And the final one is in a location we have not been to yet, but it will be at, what's the name of it? Well, it's in the Altus Plateau. In this giant castle region. I kind of forgot the name of it, but we'll be there eventually. I'll show it off in time. But yeah, let's see, what else can I show off here? I'm definitely going to put a marker over here, because this is some place that we'll be going pretty soon. For the bell bearing. Let's unlock more of Caelid quick, because I do want the Lion's Claw, Ash of War. unfortunately, I mean, I actually I could duplicate it, but I don't know. I should do this anyways. There is also an Ash of War that is like the Lion's Claw. There's like an upgraded version of it that I am really happy they put into the game, but it's through the DLC. So, it's essentially like a continuous, like a 3-strike version of the Lion's Claw. Which, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Anyways, let's see, where to go next. There's just a lot to this game, honestly. I feel like if I did like 100% playthrough, I'd be doing this... oh shit. I'd be doing this for a long time. The amount of streams that I would have to do in order to do 100% full playthrough, like everything unlocked, it would probably, even with like these 3-hour streams, 2 to 3 hour streams that I've been doing, it would probably be like at least 60 streams. I don't know. There's a lot to this game. There's so much. Like over there, I know there's a cave somewhere. There's a couple different things over here that we want to grab. First off, I don't think the greatsword's going to do me a lot of good right now because I just don't have it upgraded. So we're going to stick with the claymore. Best bet is to run and not get hit by these guys if you can help it. They do a lot of goofy attacks, but it's definitely not the worst. You got this asshole that shoots these arrows, kind of similar to that Rhea Lucaria area, or the Caria Manor. But instead of it being a mage, it's somebody using some magical, like, arrows. Yeah. As you can see, a lot of damage can be taken quite quickly in this area. Caelid is a fucking shithole. I'm gonna get away from this guy. I'm gonna try to take this guy out. Because, oh, damn. It can be buggy sometimes. Oh my god, never mind. Never mind. You know what, you got that, man. Oh, look at this. Got a whole militia on my ass. Yeah, that is why I usually try to get that asshole out of the way. Because, sometimes when you go into this area, he can be a bit of an annoying shit with his arrows. This guy. Yep, his arrows are still hitting me. Alright, before we go in there, I'm gonna jump over here quick. You might die here. Pick this up. Flame grant me strength. It's a very nice buffing incantation. Kind of similar to the boiled prawns and the boiled crabs. But instead of it being a consumable, it is an infinite use, like, incantation. I really think I should just probably run back to the spawn, or back to the brace. This isn't even the worst of this area yet. I guess I could use summons here. I don't know, I kinda... Damn, dude, that shit is just nasty. Where are you, Grace? Oh, great one. There it is. Alright, I will say I have vivid memories of this area. One, because it's got the Ash of War Lion's Claw, which is cool for a Guts build. But also, I remember there was a ladder in there when I would try to jump down and get away from the lion. To, like, go and heal at a safe spot. There was a lot of troll messages that were sitting in front of the ladder, and at the time in the game, it actually prioritized reading a message over using and doing an action. They've since changed that, thankfully, to prioritize an action over reading a message, if that makes sense. The message was right in front of the ladder, so I'd go to use the ladder, and instead I'd read a message. and then I just get absolutely annihilated. I suppose I could probably use Torrent too. That would probably help get in here quicker. Oh, get away from me. Come on. I'm trying not to take damage too much before I get in here. Because I'm definitely going to need all the health I can get. Alright. Let's climb up here. Oh, that now I remember. It was me trying to get my runes back. I had a good chunk of runes when I died in here the first time. So as you can see down there, we got a friendly little enemy. You kind of try to cheese him, but it's not the best. Oh, fuck. Damn it. Not good. Okay, we got our first warming stone. Alright. I need to kill this guy. Get out of here. No! Oh, God. Oh, it's all fucked. It's all so fucked. Oh, at least he killed him for me. Nice. Let me out! Fucking A, man. Now yeah. Great game. I'm so glad I fell off the fucking side there. Didn't even get a chance. I want to go in there my own way, and I also want to kill that asshole, because I do not need him running around in there, distracting me. Because that lion, as you can see, can quite easily mess you up. I will say one thing too. I think. Yeah, you can't even use arrows to fight this thing. The developers really thought ahead on that. So, if you have a different way to cheese them, I'd recommend that. A bow is not going to help you though. Ooh, he added a smithing stone. That's pretty nice. All right. Come up here. There are more of these assholes. Grab this chest. I don't know. You might not want to come up here if you're trying to fight the lion right away. Because, as you can see, you'll aggro a bunch of enemies. Actually, let me just sit here and kick them. What that does. Yeah, it's gonna take forever. Fuck the fall damage. Where does this go? I kind of forget where this brings you. It might bring you to, closer to Radahn's castle. Maybe? I don't know. Let's try it and find out. Oh. Okay, it puts you right here. Not really a place I want to be at right now. But, okay, I guess I'll work my way backwards on this. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me. Never mind, this is awful. This is fucking awful. And my runes! They're still in that fucking... They're still by the lion. I guess it's not a big deal if I lose them. I got that nice rune farm, but still. It's tedious, and I don't want to do that. Site of Grace. Let's warp back to... yeah, Fort Gale here. Alright, I'm gonna take the safer method. Go up here. Let me try using Torrent. This will definitely help a lot. A lot more than running in on foot. Climb up here quick. Oh, it is dangerously close. Come on. Dude, get away from that ledge. Oh, please don't. Ah, it doesn't matter if he falls off. He's dead. Alright. So to properly get down here, you're gonna drop down right here. What is hiding in here? Dark room with a chest? I don't know how I feel about it. Could this be a city? Could this be a city? Might be a teleportation chest. I hope not, though. Oh, this is where you get the guitars. That would explain why I never knew where to get this. Cool, so if you dual wield, or if you two-hand this, you'll be dual wielding it on your left and your right. Nice little weapon. I definitely love using these in Chivalry too. This game, I'm probably not going to use them. Just because I'm a strength-based build right now. Anyways, there is really no good way to fight this guy other than just kind of throwing your ass in there and hoping for the best. Try to read his movesets. Wow, what a whiff. Matter of fact, let me get them runes. Oh, man. There we go, got him. And then we get Lion's Claw. Also, I have vivid memories of another build that I made where I came in here. I think, yeah, that was my wretch build, where I was just trying to get everything collected as fast as possible, and didn't really upgrade myself. Fighting that guy was essentially a one-shot, so definitely took a lot of patience. But anyways, we have the Lion Claw now, so I can put that on my gut sword. Probably equip it first. Ash of War, click on Greatsword. I'm gonna give it the Lion's Claw. Whoa! What is this? Why are you taking away the decks? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as standard for now. I don't really like what I'm seeing here with the scaling. Also, there should be a beetle somewhere around here. I thought there was. Where is it? Maybe I have to rest and redo it again. Alright, beetle. It's like an invisible one, but you'll see it's like little footprints on the ground. I think I hear it. Oh, here it is. Just saw it. Yeah, it's running around. Oh, I just missed him. There's a couple of crimson beetle, or a couple of different types of beetles like this in the game. Oh. Oh, he's running over there. Oh, he's switching it up. He's switching up. Come over here, you little fucker. Damn, he's fast. Oh, bringing me over here, are we? You know what? I am pretty sure it's like some sort of mage kill. But I'm not sure if I want this or not. Alright, let's try one more time. Where are you? Are. Come on! Yeah, go that way. Fucker. I just can't hit this fucking thing. It sucks because I'm waiting in the area where I think he'll go, and then he changes up his AI or where he's running to accommodate where I'm standing waiting for him. Yeah, whatever. You guys get the point. If you want that, you can go for it. I'm not gonna sit here wasting time doing that shit though. Alright, let's see. I can upgrade my weapon. I'm not sure if I have smithing stones for it, but we'll see.
Well, I took you for no matter, it's all out your own.
Alright, yep, that's kind of what I figured would happen. Alright, so I could go around trying to search the merchants or, you know, fight in different caves and stuff, collecting the smithing stones, but that is why I marked this area right here. This is important because it will drop, this cave that we go into will drop, the boss in the cave will have the it will have the smithing bell bearing. Which, it's not all of them. I think it's only the first 2 levels of the smithing stones, but once we get that, we can hand it off to the Twin Maiden husks in the round table hold, and that will essentially make us have a super easy, convenient way of buying infinite amount of upgrade materials, at least for up to 1 and 2 on the smithing stones. There's definitely a lot more out there, which I will grab eventually, but right now I just want to grab the first 2. be getting a little closer here. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I'll be able to show this off as well. I'm not going to kill it right now, but that is a walking mausoleum. First time I saw one of these things, I thought it was just so amazing. They're actually relatively easy to take down. You run across their feet and you break off, like, I think it's like skulls or something, or like, oh man, this is loud. Find the white areas. Why does this one not have any? Well, that's weird. Maybe this one has a different way to take it down, but typically you'll run around their feet and you'll attack them. Eventually it'll bring it down. That walking mausoleum will allow you to duplicate boss souls. The thing about the walking mausoleums is some of them have different ways of traversing the world. Most all of them walk around, but some of them will jump and they'll do like really massive damage to you. I don't know, they're pretty cool. Very Shadow of Colossus-esque. Unfortunately, you don't really climb up them like you do in Shadow of Colossus, which I will say was a bit of a letdown. I kind of thought, you know, maybe I would be able to climb up those guys. But you just take them down and then they fall over. So, yeah, that's about it. Speaking of Shadow of Colossus, that's another game I gotta stream here eventually. That game was so good. Dude, the PS2 had some bangers. They had some bangers for games. Anyways, let's go into here. I would say this cave has like moderate difficulty with it. Just gonna put these boiled prawns on. And I honestly should get the oh, where do I get the flame incantation though? I don't remember. Or so here, I guess I'll kind of explain my reasoning here. I can't even use it yet. Oh, it's faith-based? Oh, this was flame-based. Faith incantation. Okay, well that's interesting. I can't remember. Anyways, okay, so there's finger seals in this game. These are what you need in order to use incantations like this. You can pair this with so there's like these different seals all scale differently with the incantation. So like the first one that I know right off the bat is back here. Where are we here? The Stranded Graveyard, between the Stranded Graveyard and the first step. It's actually this grace right here, I believe. Either that or Cave in, no, it's not Cave in Knowledge. Whatever. You come to the beginning of the game, and if you guys remember where I showed off, it's essentially right next to where you picked up the Summoner Finger. This gold one, the Tarnished Furrowed Finger. You, right next to that was that fog wall with the statue that you have to use a stone storage key for. And I kind of said just to ignore that for now. Eventually you'll go down there if you want to, and you can get a finger seal that scales with like dragon incantations. I think it's just called the dragon finger seal or something. I don't know. But there's other finger seals in this game too. There's one that's like a cross that's really good for faith-based incantations. There is a flame one, if I remember right. I'm just kind of forgetting where it's at. Point being, though, you want to use a finger seal that scales with the same type of incantations you're using, or at least primarily, because, like, for example, there's an incantation that allows you to, like, explode yourself, like, not necessarily damaging you, but it's like this pushing force thing, and it's like a giant ball that, like, pushes out next to you. It's super useful for PvP online aspects. It's also super useful for just like regular solo play to get enemies off you, or launching them off of like a ledge. So let's say this was a bottomless pit here, and I use that incantation. You could launch them off the edge. But the actual incantation will scale with the Faith finger seal, to the point that if you've upgraded it enough for both of them, or like for the finger seal, it can almost one-shot a player. It's definitely very taxing on the mind, or the FP meter. You'll use a lot, but it's worth it. I mean, got a Somber Smithing Stone number 2. I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of complicated and all that. What do we got here? This is not a... Yeah. Your passage ahead. Sure, buddy. Alright, so. A couple different things we want to do here. First off, kind of sneak behind this guy. Backstab him. Acquire the materials. Okay, he doesn't really have one. I know there's one of these guys drops one. I'm just gonna wait on killing him if I can sneak past him for right now. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. A little bit of parkouring needed here. As you can see, there's a lot of bloodstains, so a lot of ways to die here. I might actually even die myself. Okay. I think this will need a sprint jump. So in order to do this, do not click circle while you're standing still, because you'll backstep and you'll throw yourself off. I would recommend just moving towards this wall and then holding down the circle button and then letting go of the joystick and then slightly inch your way across. But yeah, we're obviously going to need a sprint jump here, so let's do it. Yep, there we go. We made it. Smithing stone number 3, very nice. And I fucked it up. Well, hey, look at that. The boss is down there. Alright. Maybe that needed a sprint jump. I don't know. I did see there was a board to the right there, but I don't really trust it. It seems too close to the wall that like it'll throw me off. Wait for that guy. I'll eventually attack all these enemies, but for right now, I want to just stay focused on the parkour and not having to fight enemies chasing me. Yep, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. It's just there to fuck with you. Okay, so a sprint jump is definitely required for that one. The amount of times I've done this and I still I die at least once on that platforming area. Alright, sneak pie. Round 3. There we go. We get the Somber Smithing number 3. Collect materials again, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so this is an elevator. It'll be a shortcut. We obviously can't use it right now, but we'll come back to this later. Or I guess we'll be back up here with the elevator later, as long as we activate it. These guys mining on the wall are relatively easy to deal with. I mean, they do definitely have a lot of health, but you can just backstab them. Easy backstabs. And it's these guys that are walking around that you need to worry about. And actually, I think one of them is hiding in the back there. Yep. There's that fucking mage. Get this guy first. That little thing, you want to cancel him out of right away, otherwise he'll do a huge, like... Oh, fuck, there's another one. He'll do this huge AoE. And definitely pretty hard. It hits you pretty hard. Alright. I'll let you assholes spam your magic. Oh god, I was trying to get a backstab. Trying to get some iframes on that guy. Yeah, these guys suck. I hate them. I hate mages. I hate anything magical in these games. They're just fucking annoying to deal with. That's one down. Just take the hit. I don't care. Yep, there's another smithing stone. Grab over here. Some back there, but I'm gonna take care of this guy first. We got a staff. Interesting. Why the hell is it telling me this right now? You can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations... Oh, it's because I got the staff. Is that the first staff I got in this game? That must be. That's probably why it's just telling me now. Another smithing stone. Alright. Go further down into the depths. As you can see there's a little secret thing, which I do want to grab, but just not yet. I want to unlock the shortcuts first. This one is a little bit trickier. My big recommendation would be just to get over here as fast as you can, run past these guys, and just activate this elevator. And this will be the elevator shortcut back to the surface. So in case you die, you now have a quicker way of getting down here. I am just gonna run back this way because, one, I want to check out that little hidden area, and two, I don't want to like drop down in the elevator with already aggroed enemies, especially those ones. Those guys are annoying. There we go. Be wary of down. Alright. Yeah, I think that's about it. You can just drop down. Oh man, you do take health damage. Well, maybe if I had some soft cotton, I wouldn't have taken damage like that, but whatever. Kill this guy. Oh. Grab the smithing stone. You can fight those guys over there. I do think they're... Oh. Great, it's already over here. Alright, buddy. I guess I am gonna fight him. Ooh. Okay, I still got a backstab. Very nice. Back it up a little bit. Oh, I don't want him to fall off. Damn it. He might have dropped an item. Oh well. Smithing stones. Pick those up. This next area is also a little bit tricky. Those guys... Oh my god, I hate these things. Oh wow, I guess I do decent enough damage to him. Might not be as big of a problem. Alright, I'm gonna aggro these two right away. I think you could kind of see how they would be definitely annoying. Of course you both have to sit by the wall. Why don't you guys come out here? I want to backstab you guys. Just keeps backing up. Alright, there'll be more enemies in here. Oh wait, no. Not yet. The next room over. Kill him as fast as you can. Kind of back out too. Might even be worth running out the door. Okay, at least this guy comes up to me. That's nice. Oh, is he shooting me through the fucking wall, bro? What kind of cheese? Oh my god, I'm down to my no health flasks left. Alright. Fucking hate these guys. They're so annoying. You definitely want to kill them quickly, because they'll start spazzing out and they'll do a bunch of different crazy attacks. Got the crystal knife in here. I probably won't be using this at all, but this is a very fast weapon. Most of the daggers in this game are pretty quick. Really, really hoping for that sight of grace soon, man. This... Oh, great. You know, sometimes you gotta run past things. This is one of those times, and I'm gonna definitely do that. Because there's a sight of grace in the next room. I'm not gonna deal with those guys, because I do not have any heals left. Alright. Oh no, there is no sight of grace. What the fuck? I swear there was a sight of grace here. Is there a statue? No way you have to run through that whole thing every time. Well, that really fucking sucks. There's no way. There's definitely a sight of grace somewhere, or a statue or something. Maybe in there. Nice. Oh, I guess that saves me the trip of running all the way back up there. Motherfucker. Alright. Well, I've collected almost everything out that I needed in this, except for that last room. But, to be honest, I don't know. I don't really care. Let's, just gonna run past all these enemies. I'm not dealing with this shit. I want to save as many health flasks as I can. Activate this elevator in case we die later. Oh my god, come on now. Whoa! Shattered Earth, there we go. About the only other important thing in here. There's a couple somber... Ah! What are you doing over here? Too many enemies. Too many damn enemies. Oh god, the elevator. Gotta fend him off. Alright, so if I was playing this the cheesy way, this enemy would be pretty easy. But since I'm not, my best bet would be... This is where that incantation flame grant me strength would be useful. It's also why I hotkeyed the boiled prawns. I have a warming stone, my only warming stone. Oh, I guess I have two. I'm gonna use it just to get full health. I don't want to use a crimson flask. Ah. Damn it, I forgot to use his FP. My word of advice for this boss would just be, hold on. Oh, wait, no. I was gonna add something in my Wondrous Physic here, too. Ah, this is exactly what I wanted, too. Fuck. I wanted this and this in both of those in my Wondrous Physic. That definitely helps with this boss fight. I could just spam Lion's Claw on him. Alright, well, let's just try it without it. Alright, here it goes. man, I'm not doing much damage at all. There we go. That's not gonna hold forever because I am out of magic. Kind of just want to break the poison on this enemy. There we go. There we go. Got the Smithing Stone Bell Bearing, number 1. I guess I didn't really need all that extra stuff. Alright, that's pretty much it for this little cave. Return to the entrance. And... okay, yeah, we can warp. I will say, when you're in these caves, you can't just warp out of them. You have to be, like, at the exit in order to do it. So, what we are gonna do, go back to the round table hold, and offer the bell bearing. Then I am, whoa, what the fuck? That's all I got from that boss fight? That is a measly amount of runes. Oh, I guess I did die and lose all my runes too, so... Is D in here yet? Whatever his name is? No, he's... offer both of these. Alright. Purchase. Here it is. You can buy a couple of these. The xAustishx is in here. This shield is pretty good. The buckler shield is definitely a decent shield to have if you want to parry. The weird thing about it though is it's not the same as a regular parry. It's like a, I mean, you can see it right there. It's called the buckler parry. So it's more of like a delayed parry. It's kind of hard to get used to, but if you can get used to it, it's actually a better way to parry. But it's very delayed, and especially in something like PvP, it's kind of tough to master it. Whereas like the other parries, you just swipe your arm immediately as soon as you click L2. That one actually does like almost like a charge up L2. Like you charge your hand back and then you swipe. So it's like a little half-second delay, which really threw me off, I won't lie, but regardless, anyways, what do we need here?
Well, I took you for no matter, it's all the same. Lay out your own.
Oh, I guess I can do it. Okay. I need 6, I have 2. I'll need 4 more. Upgrade the gut sword. I want to get this to at least level 8, or close to it if I can. Was it 2 or was it 1? I think it was 1. Ooh, I don't know if I'll have enough runes for all this. I really don't want to go back to the bird farm area just yet. I mean, I don't mind doing it normally. I mean, it is a little tedious, but I especially don't want to do something like that on stream because it'd just be like 30 minutes of me sitting there shooting at a bird head. That's not very entertaining. Oh, I'm low on souls already. Motherfucker. Alright. Let's see. Just use the biggest one I have. And... what else do I need? I think it goes to 12. Oh no, it doesn't. It skips it. Alright. Need 5 of the 2.
No matter.
Damn it, I'm low on souls again. Alright. I hate to use these things on something so simple, but in an effort to conserve time on this stream, that is what I'm gonna have to do. Alright. I do not have any of those, fortunately. So at least we got it to +8. That'll work. And it has the lion's claw on it, so this will finally use this now. I never did get this map fragment over here. I know this is kind of like I'm kind of going all over the place, and like I totally understand why some people are like, dude, I just want to go over here. Well, the thing is, if you don't do a little bit of this beforehand, that's what kind of the whole point of this, like the starter area of this game kind of teaches you that with this, that horse boss over here, Margit over here, or over here. The whole point of the game is it's trying to teach you, like, if you're like struggling in an area, you probably should go do something else and then come back. Go explore, go to a different area or whatever. Because I played this game so many times, I already kind of know, like, the aspect of that. But honestly, if it's like your first time playing, like for me, I definitely didn't do any of the stuff I'm doing right now, and that's what made the game like 10 times harder for me. But overall, if you do a little bit of exploration, and you don't even have to do much. Like, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing here right now is... Oh shit, is there a crow? There is a crow! Oh, it's getting dangerously close. Get away from me. Grab this chest quick. Bring egg. Alright. Need to get down there. I don't know, I can't open up my map. Anyways, yeah. Honestly, what I'm doing right now is not... Like, it's not even, like I said, I'm not doing a 100% playthrough on this, so a lot of the stuff that I'm doing is, like, only, like, little snippets of everything you can do in the game, so... Point being, it's definitely worth, just taking a little extra time to explore in this game. Because you will definitely be rewarded for it in many different ways, but, ooh, what do we got over here? You drop an item, Mr. Viewer? Lifesteal Fist. Ooh, I remember this. This is kind of similar to the Dark Wraith attack from Dark Souls 1. Somewhat. I never use it too much, but it's definitely a decent thing to use. Energy-infused fist that renders foes unconscious and steals their HP, only effective against foes of a human build. Usable on fists and claws. Can definitely be decent in PvP, but I feel like it's better in just solo offline play against human enemies. At least it's not as insane as the Dark Wraith lifesteal from Dark Souls 1, where it would actually take humanity away from people. Alright, so we got that grace. You're gonna run up here. There will be a dragon. I would recommend trying to keep your distance from him. Oh, there's another grace over here. Alright, let's grab it, I guess. See, it's weird how often there's graces in this game. Like, what was that, 3 graces in like a minute, 2 minutes maybe? But then you got places like the cave that I was just in that gives you 1 grace for the entire cave, so it's really weird. It goes between having like Dark Souls style bonfires to like giving you way more than needed. Alright, keep away from that guy. That is a boss. Also, if you come here at night, there will be a night cavalry boss walking on the path here, so you don't want to deal with that shit. Come here during the day. We have this merchant here.
Buying or selling?
Oh, look at that. He's got a stone sword key. What is this? The rot bone. The Great Helm. Look at that. A classic. Okay, well, I don't have enough for a stone sword key. I could kill this guy and take his bell bearing, but I don't know. It just feels wrong killing merchants. Anyways, I'm getting that just for the tire. It definitely doesn't match. Honestly, let's just switch back to this for now. As long as I don't fat roll with it, I am okay. I definitely do. Alright, we'll just keep that bow off for now. Look at that. Classic medieval knight right there. Alright. Yeah, we got the map. This whole area is just a lake of rot. Over here is kind of a... You kind of run over here. There's a side quest. Or like a quest line tied to this area with Millicent, I believe. Oh. Hello, Siri. My phone just activated. Siri. That was weird. Oh, not again. Okay. Yeah, this area is kind of cool. This guy's gonna throw boulders at me. I'm gonna grab this item and get out of here. But yeah, Millicent is connected to Melania, I believe. I don't know. It's a kind of an intricate quest line, and oh fuck, I want to aggro onto you. But Melania is a boss that we will fight much later on in the game. Damn. Grab this golden seed. So essentially the that extra medallion that I grabbed, there's another one that we'll need to grab in order to get to Melania. And it's something that you can only access in the later half of the game. Don't do what I did and aggro those birds. Try to avoid those. Kind of stay to the left here. Avoid those wolves. You'll avoid most of these enemies. Now, I already have this unlocked, but if you didn't, this is where the grace would be. I think I saw a treasure chest in here. Oh, it was just an item. The mushroom. Yeah, the wolves, those giant demon wolf things will be fighting the guards over there. Alright, and for right now, we're just gonna not go any further. This is a castle that we'll delve into after the Rea Lucaria area. This is honestly a pretty badass place. Normally, to make sure that you're actually ready to go here, this thing will be activated. But right now it's not. I kind of forget the specific trigger that needs to happen in order for it to continue. But if you go there right now, I mean, you can go inside there and all that. There's actually a boss fight in there. But it's not the main boss fight. This is just a super cool area. I'm not gonna lie. Radahn's boss fight is just badass. And the fucking developers knew it was badass because they even gave him a second boss fight in the DLC that somehow magically, in a way, tops whatever goes on here. But for right now, I would say the other cue to know that you're in here during the right time that you should be is you'll kind of hear like this almost Halo-esque humming for the OST start playing when you go in there. And essentially, this entire area over here will be the battlefield for this boss fight. It's fucking amazing. Just, peak. Probably one of my more favorite boss fights in any FromSoft game is the Radahn boss fight. It's like, look at that. That is the entire battle arena. And there's a reason for that. You could use your horse as well. You summon in so many different people. It's like a grand epic battle. I don't know. It's just... they were cooking with that shit. I'm not gonna lie. And we'll definitely get to that here in a bit because Radahn is... I'm like 99% sure Radahn is a mandatory boss fight. If it's not, though, that's crazy. Because I feel like everybody's fought Radahn. Anyways, now that we're done with all that, we have all that stuff open, and we can go back there later. Now we can finally kind of continue this Larunia of the Lakes. So, first off, what you're going to do is, I mean, you don't have to do it in this order. You can actually skip this next part if you'd like. But I'm just going to kind of show it off as if, you know, if you're playing for the first time, this is probably just to make more sense. You're going to run up into this dilapidated area here. Because Raya Lucaria, we already passed it when I was on my way to that one cave for the smithing bell. Pretty foggy right now, kind of hard to see. But we passed Raya Lucaria. The thing about Raya Lucaria is you cannot enter it through normal means, like walking up it. You actually have to open like a gateway to get there. And in order to do that, I'm gonna come over here. Just use Torrent to get through here. It's a lot easier. You can fight these guys if you want, but it's up to you. Ooh, I needed that. I needed a Somber Smith or a Smithing Stone 3. Alright, so this will be the gate that you'll need to take. Good thing we got a grace right here. And more back here when we get the item needed, but as of right now, if you try to enter this area, you will not be able to. But there's a little hint sitting right here in the meeting place map. And take a look at that. Are you serious? That's all they show? I thought they showed more than that. Alright, like a little, three-legged thing. It's over here, I believe. So yeah, not too far away. Just grab Torrent. Run over to that area. You can place a marker there too, it might help. It shouldn't be this foggy though when we get out of here. Or at least hopefully not. Weather is definitely a little strange right now. There's a large jump. I don't think I'm gonna jump off right here. Oh, we got the little finger reader crone. Like I said, there's quite a few of these Reapers just hanging around.
You, please, I can read them. You, Michaela's favor can be your slaughter, but all you pity the poor, poor fool. Your thing.
Alright. Yeah. So let's get out of here. Oh! Okay, I guess that works. This fog is, not helping. So yeah, we're gonna run over here. In order to get the key, you're gonna have to aggro a dragon that is resting right in front of the key. So just be ready for some shenanigans. You can fight the dragon if you'd like, but I wouldn't recommend it. It is actually a it's like a mage dragon. It's like a magical based dragon. It shoots a lot of like I think it's called the glintstone dragon. And I don't know. Not a big fan of it. I actually think we want to go around on the right, or the... Oh, waking up already. Oh, maybe he's not. Let's see. He will wake up though. Yep, there we go. Alright, just run past him, grab these items quick here. This one especially is the most important one. I want him to do an attack just so I can show off how much of a nutcase this dragon is. Yep, there it is. Definitely a cool boss fight though, I'm not gonna lie. But I just don't want to deal with a dragon right now. So he de-aggro's from me here soon. There we go. Alright, warp back to the South Rhea Lucaria Gate, Grace. And then we'll open up the door. This next little area is super cool. Before there was, you know, any sort of coliseums or anything, this was like the go-to place for people to have one-on-one duels. There'd be signs laying all over the place. Actually, let's see. I mean, I doubt anybody's still doing this, but we can try it. Let's give it a shot. Might also be kind of a weird spot for me with my level and my upgraded weapon, but normally, the original first patch of the game, you'd hit one of these fur-calling finger remedies, and as long as you were in the matchmaking pool range, there would just be a shit ton of these red duelist signs all over the place, which would be these ones right here. But since then, it's kind of dwindled down due to the fact that, you know, coliseums are a thing now. But still, I don't know. I honestly still kind of prefer this area over a coliseum, because look at this backdrop. Like, fighting with all this here, it just, oh, it's good. I love it. Coliseums are cool and all, but they don't have much going on in the backgrounds. You can hardly even see the backgrounds half the time. Golden seed over here. Also, you can kind of use these, you see these little seals are floating in the air. You kind of use them to teleport in and out of this area. There's also an item back here, I believe. Oh, there's actually a merchant over here. I don't remember that. Well, that's good. There's a bunch of wolves chasing me, and there's a merchant right there. Strips of white flesh. Where are you? Up. What's up? Alright. The strips of white flesh. Boost resistance. Nice. Let's talk to this merchant. I didn't even know there's a merchant hiding back here.
There's been an age since I've seen a customer. How can I help?
Stained imp ashes. Interesting. And lilies. That's pretty good actually that he sells that. Got 3 stone sword keys. A lost ash of war. Oh, this guy's goated. He's got a lot of good stuff. What does this one do? It's 4 grease drawstrings, 3 sleepbone arrow fletched, and a sleepbone bolt? Dude. This guy. I don't think I remember this. Wow. That seems like it would be a decent summon. I don't think I've ever had those summons. Ever before. Those guys are annoying as hell. I'll definitely have to keep that in mind.
Safe journey.
It's cool. Alright, let's just, not... Gate. There we go. Academy. Alright, so now we're gonna hit this big ass elevator and go up. We've now entered the Rhea Lucaria area. And these guys are annoying, so you can get iframes though by hitting this door while they're magic spamming you. You can do a backstep. Oh, it didn't work. It's not gonna work. Don't want to deal with all this bullshit, just take a left. Come back here and you'll get a grace. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, it's cute. You're not fucking stuff up for once. You're laying in my lap. Oh, I spoke too soon. Alright, so a couple different things here. There's an item over here. There's a bunch of these, like, zombie-esque guys. I'm still not entirely sure what a grace mimic is. I think if you throw it down, it mimics the golden rays of a grace. I want to say that's what it does. Let me test it here quick. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so the main thing here is that these guys will pop out of nowhere and they'll try to grab you, so definitely make sure you don't get grabbed. Because they'll do a good chunk of damage. Ouch, Mick. Dude, please get down. That fucking hurts. Alright, buddy. Can you go lay down? Jumping on my face like that is not fun. Okay. Alright. Anyways, there's two paths. You can go that way, it's a much smoother path, or you can go this way. Get an item, and you can get the drop on a couple of enemies. Watch the jump here. I don't really know why this is here. Maybe just for looks. Alright. I had to move my cat. Alright, so you're gonna come up here. Be able to take these guys out. Otherwise, they just kind of sit up here and they're really annoying. They also get their Spirit Ash. Here we got dogs. More of these zombie dudes. Oh, he grabbed me. Got me stuck when I was coughing. Oh, get out of my way. Alright. Fucking dogs, get out of here. Chasing me down. Alright. So this is where we'll go to continue the journey, but there's also an item over here, and kind of like a mini-boss. Can kill him. It's worth a shot. That gravity well spell is pretty good. Pretty solid. If I remember right. I mean, he just did it. Yeah, pulls foes towards caster with gravity projectile. The thing that sucks about it, though, is if you're a mage at this point, you probably don't want, like, the whole point of being a mage, at least for right now, you don't want people to be closer to you. You actually want them to be further away. Creating distance helps with mages in the early stages of this game. Now, there's two things you can do here. There's one, you can jump off here. Well, actually, you have to jump off here. But the other thing is you can kind of run back here. And you can jump on the other side of the elevator. It will bring you down lower and to like this little hidden area. That specific area is what Patches was talking about before. There will be like this Iron Maiden down there. And if you let it grab you, it will actually teleport you to... What, am I aggroed or something? Why can't I open up my map? Alright. Who's the wise guy that's still aggroed to me, huh? Alright. Anyway, it'll bring you to Volcano Manor, which we still can't even... I can't even show you the rough estimate area because the map doesn't even go that far yet. But it'll bring you to the bottom of Volcano Manor, and it's an okay spot, but you really have to fight your way to the first Grace, and then you can teleport out. But if you don't teleport out, you're essentially stuck in Volcano Manor until you can kill this boss fight that involves 2 Iron Maidens. And then from there, it's kind of like a shortcut way to Altus Plateau. But regardless, you don't really want to go to Altus Plateau just yet, unless you're like trying to speedrun stuff. I thought there was another item around here, but maybe not. Oh, there is. There it is. Crystal darts. Golden rune consumable. I would not jump on the elevator right there. It'll probably knock you off and you'll fall to your death. I see that there's an item up there too. Not really sure how to get to it. Maybe it's in the next area? Kind of forgetting. Anyway, run in here, hit the Grace. And this will be the first boss fight that's coming up here. Kind of a pain to get to though. Come over here first. Kind of forgetting what this does. The glintstone, common shard, and the star shower. Pretty solid magic abilities. Ooh, and a book. What can we make? Magic grease. Oh, all sorts of cool stuff. I'm not going to use any of that against this boss coming up because I'm going to assume it does jack shit. I guess I have fire grease. That might be good. Maybe. Do I have any rotten grease? Don't think so. Alright, that's pretty much it for right now. I'm gonna actually rest at this Grace, but before I do that, I'm gonna kill these enemies. Maybe not all of them, but there'll be a rolling pot here that there's a chest right next to. Nice magic, nerd. Check this shit out. You guys like magic? Oh, the pot's still not aggroed to me yet. not another one. Oh. There he is. There's that friendly jar. Fucking hate mages so much. Alright. Living jar shard. Consumable, what does it do? Oh, it's a crafting material. This thing is actually pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. The only downside is it poisons you, but I think there's an easy way to have an incantation that removes poison. But having these on are definitely helpful. I'm just kind of saying this as somebody who's gone through this game quite a few times with the Taunter's Tongue on. And when you run out of heals, I mean, maybe it's kind of playing like a lame ass, but I try to use all the consumables that I have to heal. I'm in a fight. But yeah, this is another, similar to the Frenzy Flame Stone, except this one probably isn't as good, and also, I want to say the raw meat dumpling is actually limited. Like, there's a limited amount of these things in the game. At least for the Frenzy Stone. That thing feels like it's unlimited. You just have to craft it. You have to get the materials to craft it. Those are pretty much unlimited. Or maybe if they're not, they sure as hell feel unlimited. Alright, the ritual pot. Damn it. Still need the jar pot on my head. Such a cool little mask thing. Not open from this side. Alright, that's okay. I'm gonna actually run back here. I don't think there's any more items. This area is pretty cool too. I remember coming through here the first time, my first playthrough, I was with my buddy, helping him, trying to show him where to go next, and the invasion that we had here was right by the boss gate, the boss wall, and it was a guy cosplaying as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. There's an Ash of War that actually makes you roll on the ground really fast, and it was fucking hilarious. I loved it. I don't know. There's so many different things with the online aspects of this game that really make it just a gem to play. And, actually, I'm not gonna kill these guys. Fuck these guys. But yeah, okay, dude. You're getting it. Because now I have to come back. If I'm getting hit more than half of my health, I'm just gonna redo this run. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. The multiplayer aspects of this game are fucking hilarious sometimes. And, I don't know, it was very... It's something I won't forget. Obviously, I'm still talking about this even though this happened like 3 years ago. It will always be burned into my memory. Is there an item over here? I really hope not. There is! Damn it. It's just a lame fur-calling finger remedy. I don't need that. Alright, we got Roll City going on here. Oh, get me in there. Get me in there. Alright, so this boss fight kind of resembles Sif in a way, from Dark Souls 1. But this one is a lot more jumpy than Sif ever was. I have never once seen him do that attack. I know he does glintstone attacks, but I didn't know he does that. And then you're given the Memory Stone. Memory Stones are good in this game for mage builds. It kind of, yeah, increases your memory slots. So it allows you to have more options, or kind of more freedom with playing around with magic. Kind of hard to describe or like show off because I'm not not doing a mage build, but you know, damn, so close. I hate to use it, but use it. Level up here. I don't really want to level up Dex, so yeah, level up bigger. Alright. And now we are at the halfway mark for the next boss. And also the Great Rune, I believe, is somewhere this direction, but I don't have to worry about that right now. There's a lot of different items, a couple different shortcut things you can open up here. Kill the mage first, of course. Get a cracked pot. Bunch of mages up here, kind of annoying to be honest. You know how it is. Mages won't stop me. Glintstone wet blade, alright. Now we can add glintstone effects for affinities to our weapon. Nothing I really give a shit about to be honest, but there's somebody who's made some crazy builds with it. Get me out of here! Iron Maiden over there. A couple of different items. Golden seed. Oh, I almost rolled off the edge. Alright, I believe this is the path you take. Maybe. Maybe. The knot? There's something down there. Kind of forgetting. Oh, don't fall off. Okay, that's where the elevator's at. Look at that guy just falling all the way down. Alright. Yeah, definitely not here. Crab! Crab battle! Crab eggs? A golden rune. Not really worth coming over here for, I'm not gonna lie. You have another golden rune, okay. I don't remember where these graces are. I think that's the grace. Not. No, it's a classroom. I'm thinking. Oh, not that either. What the fuck? Debate parlor, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, this area kind of gets a little disorienting for me when it comes to warping between the graces. Let's see what the glintstone can apply. Not that I want to do that, but... Okay, so it can add magic. I guess it can also add cold. Okay, cold, I won't lie. Cold is not too bad. Cold's definitely slept on. There's definitely some weapons that go crazy with this affinity. but magic, look at that. Completely decimates my dex scaling and my strength scaling. It gives it intelligence scaling, which is god awful for me because I only have like 9 intelligence. Definitely not worth it. Yeah, I've got 9 intelligence. That's not worth it at all. And I probably won't be doing much with intelligence in this build, but yeah, okay, so we are close to the next boss fight. I see we've been going for almost 2 hours here. It's late, and I've got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna head to bed. I also want to read a new book that I got from Barnes & Noble. And yeah. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoy these streams. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. If you're on Twitch, check out the YouTube. Okay, we got a spam comment on Twitch. Very nice. Yeah, it's Austish for YouTube, xAustishx for Twitch. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night.